Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Bilbao Revival. Welcome back to the channel. Again, another little break due to real life getting in the way and a new job for me. So I've been away from the PC for a week, but getting back, stuck into it this week. We're going to have 5 episodes this week of the Bilbao Revival, getting really stuck back into this series, and what has been happening since we last met. We last met against Feyenoord and Valencia in the league. We beat Feyenoord 3-0. Benito Franco with a brace and Ander Herrera with the third goal. Vital win in the Champions League group, as I'll show you in 2 seconds' time. And then a 1-1 draw against Valencia at home. Iñaki Williams on the 5th minute, and then Bakali on the 17th minute. Other than that, the second half was pretty boring, if I remember rightly. But all in all, not a bad point against a very, very good Valencia side. We then followed that up with a 1-0 win away from home in the 4th round, leg 1 of the Spanish Cup against Real Urin. As you can see on the right-hand side here, very highly rotated side. Apart from Kepa, no first teamers in there at all. And then demolished Granada 4-0. Batista, Benito Franco with a brace and Ander Herrera with a penalty. 4-0 winners against Granada, and that has left us in this situation. So we're 4th in the league. We are 7 points behind Atleti, who haven't lost the game yet. Barcelona and Madrid slightly ahead of us, 1 point and 2 points respectively, and we're a point ahead of Leganes, who are in 5th. And 4 points ahead of Real Sociedad, who are in 6th, having a really good season. Our Basque rivals are. In regards to the Champions League, this is how it looks. That, as I said, that win against Feyenoord last time out was absolutely vital. Keeps us in the hunt to either qualify for the next round of the Champions League or hopefully get into the Europa League. That's the kind of minimum standard for me this year, really, to be fair. If I can get into the Europa League, that'd be great, because we're up against someone like Monaco and Bayern, 2 behemoths of European football. Don't really think we're going to get through. We've got to play them in the latter stages of this group stage. Other than that, that is all that has been going on since we last met. We're going to go straight into this game against Feyenoord. This is going to be the lineup. Kepa in goal. Monreal, Martinez, Nunez and De Marcos are the back line. We've got Interaspe and Ander Herrera in the middle of midfield. Aga comes in on the left hand side, Raul Garcia in the middle, and then Williams on the right hand side and Batista up top. On the bench, Uri, Balanzega, Cordoba, Lopez, Franco, Valabra and Martinez all on the bench. Munayin still out a little bit. He's going to be out for another 5 weeks. Benyat coming back into full fitness. He'll be there in about 7 days' time, but we should have enough at home against this Feyenoord side to get back-to-back wins in the Champions League. And Bayern are playing Monaco in the other tie. I'm going to say Team Sociedad should be winning this with no problems at all. Really good win against Granada coming into this game. I'm expecting the same sort of performance with the team today. And let's get straight out there. They're in their black, we're in our red and white. Let's go and get these 3 points. First highlight of the game, and Kramer's going to get onto it. Goes back to Pereira, over to Tunstall. Tunstall caused us a little bit of havoc in the first game. Back into Kramer. Kramer now holding onto the ball. Back to Valenia. Valenia is going to play it up to Larson. Into Kramer again. And Pereira's got a bit of time and space there. But Kepa kept the ball out there. Really good save from our young goalkeeper. Pereira had a lot of time there to take the ball under control and get a shot away. Interaspe intercepts into Batista. Gets the ball in. Ander Herrera's there. Lovely goal from Bilbao's boy. Ander Herrera. Good interception from Interaspe. Get the ball to Batista. Batista whipped it in. And Ander Herrera on that box-to-box midfielder role. Arriving late and scoring a really good important goal here. 23 minutes gone. Batista's going to whip that ball in. And Ander Herrera's there. 1-0 to Bilbao. 23 minutes gone. Half an hour gone now. Raul Garcia into Aga. Aga's going to go on the outside. Into Batista. Batista's there now. 2-0 to Bilbao. We have taken control of this game. Aga coming into the side after his injury. And Monreal into Raul Garcia. Garcia round the corner to Aga. And then Aga just stands it up to Batista. And he's just heading that in. And that's a lovely goal. 2-0 to Bilbao, but it's a highlight straight after our goal. Well, is it going to be for us or is it going to be for Feyenoord? Are they going to come back into this tie? Larson now on this left-hand side, but De Marcos, lovely tackle from him. And Nunez is just going to pick up this ball and hopefully doesn't do anything silly with it and he just keeps hold of the ball, goes back to Kepa, and now Martinez, lovely switch a play over to Agan. He's got loads of room to run into, but Nguyen gets that ball off him and goes into Ayub, into Valenia, and they're going to start an attack now. Pereira, little little bit of space in the middle of midfield, but Interaspe gets in into Kramer, and we're going to start another attack. Very bitty this part of the game, and Williams takes on his man. Lovely ball, lovely control. Williams get the ball into Batista, and that's 3-0 to Bilbao in half an hour. They started the stronger side, did Feyenoord, but we seem to have really clicked into gear. Williams taking on his man, got a little bit lucky off of Nelom, and he just uses his pace to get past him. He whips the ball in, drills it in, and Batista's there. He's not going to miss from 3 yards out, gives it some of that. We like that little celebration for John Batista, and that is 3-0 to Bilbao. 10 minutes to go before half-time. Ander Herrera with the ball in the middle of midfield. Lovely through ball to Iñaki Williams, and Brad Jones, the ex-Liverpool goalkeeper, is there to push it around the corner. Williams probably should have done a little bit better there. Right then, that sees us through to half-time. Bayern and Monaco are drawing 0-0 in their game. We are going to make one change at half-time. Interaspe is looking absolutely shattered, so we're probably going to bring him off at half-time because he's played a lot of football in recent weeks because Benyat's been out injured. I'm going to go to the team talk. I'm going to keep calm and say, look, don't get complacent. Things can turn around very quickly in football. We need to keep focused. We need to keep our vision, our focus on the team. Going to go to the tactics. Who we got on the bench that can come in and do a job in there? I know Lopez can play slightly deeper in that defensive, in that playmaker role, and he plays it a little bit better than Raul Garcia. So Unai Lopez is going to come on for Interaspe at half time and play alongside Ander Herrera. And let's just start this second half and get out there. So this second win, if we keep hold of it, has just brought us a little bit closer to Monaco and Bayern. We're now only a point behind them in the group stages, and we could potentially slip in to one of those top two positions, if not, hopefully Europa League football for the second half of the season. Larsson whips that ball in and we get it clear, but no one picks up on that second ball. Nelom into Tunstad, but Kepa is behind that. I'm going to tell the guys to concentrate a little bit because seem to come out there a little bit slack in this second half. Martinez on the ball now, and he just launches the ball down that left-hand channel. Batista's on it. He's going to have to wait to support. No, he doesn't. He goes for his own. John Batista just couldn't get the ball behind that, get a little bit more whip into it to kind of finesse it into that far corner, unfortunately for us, but we seem to be in control. Aga and Raul Garcia, probably the two that I'm looking at to bring off in this second half. Burgess into Kramer and into Immers, and what a save that is by Kepa. 25 minutes to go. Lovely save from the young Spaniard from about 2 yards out. I think it was Immers or Kramer that really had that shot, venom in that shot, and he kept it out. Right, let's make these changes now. Aga's going to come off and we're going to bring Cordoba on. And Raul Garcia is going to come off for... Yeah, we can play Benito Franco behind the front, and we're going to do that. Benito Franco's scored a couple of really important goals for us since we last met, and he's really coming into the side now. 17 years of age. We picked him up in the first season on a free transfer from one of the scouts, and he seems to be coming into his own. Martinez looking a little bit tired, but 10 minutes to go now. We're looking like we're going to get a win, a second win in the Champions League. Bayern have taken the lead from Monaco, so could all still to play for in this group. Lopez back to Monreal, into Benito Franco, round the corner to Cordoba, but Nuncook does a really good job on him there. Back to Tunstad, into Bikarak, and he's surrounded by his players, and that's a lovely pressing play there. Batista should score. Great pressing from our boys at the top of the formation, and just didn't capitalise on it just too much. Batista now holding on to the ball. Unai Lopez out to Cordoba. Cordoba, can he get the ball in? No, he's going to have to go back to Monreal. Monreal's there. He can get the ball in. Back post. Iñaki Williams is there. And Brad Jones with another good save. He saved 2 or 3 in the last couple of minutes in game, and kept the score respectable for Feyenoord, and that is the full-time whistle. Bilbao 3, Feyenoord 0. We did it in the first half an hour or so. Herrera and then John Batista with a brace, and he picks up the player of the match. 9.3 rating for John Batista, doing a really good job for us there in this game. And we go forward to the game against Caronia in the league in a few days' time. And hopefully we can get back-to-back wins in an episode for the first time in a while. Here we go then, Bilbao Caronia, second game of the episode. They've got a very strong quartet up top. Munir up top with Cazorla, Hadji and Horta. They've also got ex-football manager Wonder Kid in Alvarez Balanta at left back. Very, very strong side. They've also got Fernando Llorente on the bench, so they can bring him on if needs be, and if they need to change anything up. going to passionately say I fully expect us to go and win this match. If we play anything like we did against Feyenoord, we're going to do it pretty comfortably, to be fair. And let's kick this game off. We're in our red and white. They are in their blue and white. And hopefully 3 points will come to us at Bilbao. Highlight Aga into Nunez. Nunez just heads it over. Good corner, a good free kick from Aga there. Finds Nunez at the near post, but just a little bit too high for Nunez's header to go in. And we're starting off the stronger of the two sides here. I'm going to knock that up to fluid. Seems to work well for us against Feyenoord, and I get a few more phases of play out of this first 11. But other than that first highlight against for Nunez, nothing's really happened in this first half. Been pretty quiet. Here we go, Monreal, 5 minutes before half time into Raspe, and we get the ball out to Ander Herrera. He finds Iñaki Williams, and he's going to take on his man into Batista and into Aga. Aga's at the back post, and that's 1-0 to Bilbao. Lovely flicked on header from John Batista, and Aga's there at the back post to come in and score the first goal for Bilbao. Lovely ball out to Iñaki Williams. He takes on Balanta, whips the ball into Batista. He's got two men on him there, and Aga's there to finish off. 1-0 to Bilbao. Highlight again just before half time, just after we scored. Iñaki Williams takes on Balanta again into Batista, but it's a penalty. Sidney has taken him down. Batista was pushed, and it's Aga who's going to step up to score his second goal of the game. Can he put this penalty away? No, he can't. Titan is there. He goes the right way. And that would have put us really comfortably in control of this game. 2-0 up would have been really, really good for us. But that's going to see us through to half-time. A penalty miss from Aga, but he does score the opening goal for us. 1-0 to Bilbao. Dominating this game ever so slightly. Going into the team talk, I'm going to say assertively, you played well out there, but there is room for improvement from absolutely everybody. And there's a lot more to come from everybody on the pitch today. Get out there in the second half and let's see what we can do. Juanfran with a throw-in, hour gone, into Santi Cazorla, into Horta into Mascara, but we get the ball from Meniere's very poor pass. Martinez, lovely ball over the top to Batista, controls it really well in on his own, but it goes back to Iñaki Williams, into Herrera, into Garcia. Good patient play here from Bilbao. Aga's there, Aga shoots, and lovely save by Titon, pushes it onto the post, and he collects at the second time of asking. 3 changes made, 25 minutes gone, or to go, sorry. Rico is come off for Raspe, Lopez on for Garcia, and Batista off for Benito Franco. So 10 minutes to go now. Changes don't seem to have made much of a change, unfortunately for us. Juanfran gets that ball clear, and lovely ball out to Katiba. Katiba into Meniere, and that is an awful, awful shot from the youngster at the top. And we're going to go standard flexible for the rest of this game. Aga now on this left-hand side into Nacho Monreal. Can he get the ball in to anybody? No, he goes back to Unai Lopez, and Unai Lopez tries to find someone but can't get there. Aga back post into Iñaki Williams. Iñaki Williams scores. Lovely vision from Aga. 2-0 to Bilbao. 7 minutes to go. And a lovely ball in from Aga here, but it was a bit scrappy in that little passage of play just there. Aga finds the lovely first time ball out to Iñaki Williams. 2-0 to Bilbao, 7 minutes to go. 30 seconds to go. It looks like we are going to see this game out and be 2-0 winners against Bilbao. Franco out to Iñaki Williams. I think we are just playing down the clock here. Rico into Benito Franco again. He's just going to take his time. DeMarcos tries to find a Hollywood ball really out to this left-hand side. And that is it. Full-time whistle goes. Bilbao 2. Caronia 0. We could have had a third with Aga missing a penalty in the first half. But a very, very decent, professional, comfortable win for the boys. We're going to leave the match there. And that is going to see the end of this episode. And 2 wins from 2 games in this episode. We haven't done that in a while. And it's good to get back into winning ways. And it literally won't be long until the next episode. We are going to bring you Madrid in the league at home at the San Mamés. And then we're going to bring you the big Champions League game against Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. And yeah, let's see if we can carry on our good form in the Champions League. But that's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out on any more content that's going to come forward in the next weeks and months of the channel. And until next time when we bring you 2 massive games, Madrid and Bayern Munich, I'll see you soon.